Okay, those are the free agents we were discussing this week. Also want to get into the trade that happened on Friday, the one between the Giants and Mariners. Quite interesting on a number of levels. We'll give you a quick analysis from both teams' perspectives. The Giants, you see there, they get Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray is coming off Tommy John surgery, probably won't be ready till July or August. The Mariners get Mitch Haniger, who of course they had for many years before, Anthony DeSclafani, and $6 million to balance out the salaries for 2024. Now, obviously, the Giants are taking on more salary. This trade was driven in part by the Mariners' payroll concerns. We've heard about them all offseason. Their ownership is freaking out over the possibility of losing local television revenue this season, like so many other teams. It's this year's excuse, trademarked by the owners. Now, the Mariners did this, though, because they wanted to put less money in their rotation going forward and shift it to kind of the offensive side of the game with Haniger. And they also have signed Mitch Garver, of course. And what they had in the rotation were two high-priced guys, Robbie Ray and Luis Castillo. They also had at the start of the offseason Marco Gonzalez, who was making $12 million. And they have the younger pitchers, Logan Gilbert, first year of arbitration. George Kirby, he will be entering arbitration a year from now. So they were looking at, with Ray signed for 3 years, a possibility of like a $75 million rotation in 2026. They didn't want that. They didn't want to carry Ray this year, making all that money when he wasn't going to pitch until August. This was payroll driven, but it was also kind of a rebalancing of where they were between the pitching and the offensive side. The more interesting angle here is probably the Giants angle, right? So they get Robbie Ray. He should be back, as I said, July or August. Alex Cobb, coming off hip surgery, he probably won't be around until July or August. So let's look at their rotation right now. The rotation isn't their only need, but the opening day rotation is a need. It's Logan Webb, it's Rush Stripling, it's Kyle Harrison, the great prospect, Keaton Winn, and Tristan Beck. That's their opening day group as of this moment, barring any other moves. They're going to have to wait for Cobb and Ray. So, could they sign Snell or Montgomery to enhance that group? They absolutely could. They have money. We know that. They were bidding on Shohei Ohtani. They were bidding on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The Giants also have other needs. They still need power. Matt Chapman would fit. They still are looking for a shortstop. They're not so sure they want to turn it over to Marco Luciano without a safety net. So the Giants have a number of things that they have to do, but this trade has good upside for them. If Robbie Ray comes back, wow, that's an ace-type starter in your rotation to go with Logan Webb in the second half and perhaps at that point, an emerging Kyle Harrison. So yes, Robbie Ray can opt out at the end of this season, and he very well might if he comes back and gets hot. But more likely, he's going to be on some restrictions coming off Tommy John surgery. He's never been a particularly efficient guy. I would expect shorter, controlled outings when he returns. Could be high impact, don't get me wrong. Will it be enough for him to opt out? I don't know. But if he does get to that point, it means that Robbie Ray pitched really well for the Giants, and that's a good thing.